Hired, financially free, best-selling book author of the book called Flip Your Switch to Be Rich, sold all over Singapore. Give a big round of applause for Mr. James. Yeah. Okay, thanks Dennis. Yes, alright. Hello Singapore! Wow, this is like very crowded. This is amazing. I still remember when we first started, we have a little space, a little office. I'm sure some of you are here as well. We are looking at back then. We couldn't even fill up the room. Jerry was there. Maybe the room sometimes is like 10 people, 20 people, and then 5 people. We shared and we talked about it to people, and a lot of them laughed at us. And I would say that being a naval officer for 12 years, I left Navy in 2006 and then I started my own business. Pretty successful, different businesses. Basically what happened was I worked so hard that I don't have time anymore. I couldn't spend time with my family. I don't have time for myself. And then I was searching and searching, and happened that a friend of mine from US actually sent a piece of information to me. After looking at it, I couldn't sleep because, travel, who doesn't want to travel, right? So what happened was, after looking at it, I know I got the hunch that this is definitely going to work because it's already working in the US, in Europe, it has to work in Asia. But of course at that time, I don't have the confidence of it, but very fortunate for me, I have a friend who owns a very big travel company in Singapore as well. They turn over about 120 million a year. So naturally, the first person I thought of is my friend who owns that company. So I sent the whole concept, everything to my friend, and basically, 3 days later, we sat down for coffee. First thing he asked me was, James, when are you ready to fly to the US to meet the founder of World Ventures? So that's where I know that we found a gold mine. So to cut the long story short, we're talking about this referral program and everything, because when I saw World Ventures, this is like so different from other direct selling company, network marketing company. I mean, those are great companies, they're great, fantastic companies out there. But there's only one difference that I see World Ventures compared to them. Yes, it's travel and all those stuff, but the rest of the other companies, if I decide to participate in World Ventures, I don't have to pre-buy, pre-order products or whatever, store it up at home, and then after every month try to get rid of them. There's also no quota. Not every month I have to hit a certain sales volume or whatever before I start making money. So to me, it makes sense. This is what I call a pure referral program. If I like something, I find great value, I'll tell people about it. If they like it, they're going to tell them more about it, right? So, now, 4 years ago, being in Singapore, when I tell people, a lot of friends, they all say, James, you're too naive. You think people are really going to go into direct selling, or that kind of MLM or whatever? You think so? Being the most skeptical place in the whole world? I said, yeah, I think so. Okay. But 4 years later, nobody can question us about that. Why? Because personally, I brought in about 77 members to this company. Not in the beginning, but over the last 4 year plus, 4 year, 5 months, 77. But through the network of this 77, it just keeps growing and growing. Now we have put in over 335,000. Okay, from 77, the network grew to 300,000, and this is, mind all of us here, we are talking about whole entire Asia. We haven't even really opened yet. Only 4 markets in the whole entire Asia: Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, and Australia. That's all. The rest of the markets are not official open. Can you imagine when they are all officially open? This is like crazy. We're talking about 4.5 billion people, right? Every time I think about it, I think we all go crazy. And one more thing to share with you is that right here with Dennis, I tell you, if anyone would look at you and say this is those pyramid things, that the guy on top will always make more money, I will tell you, this is one proof right here. He's making more money than me. So that is to say, this program is not any guy above you will make more money. It's who works the hardest, who has the most productivity, who makes the money. Okay? So if you think that the guy on top will always make the money, and therefore you're not going to do this, then I'm sorry, you better quit your job. Because money there. Not here. Okay. So thank you so much.
We want to share with you, we just went to this place, can we have the next slide please? We just went to this place last year, August, okay? It's called Kilimanjaro, the tallest mountain in Africa, okay? And I nearly died. Okay? And he was there, he witnessed that I nearly died, okay? Do you want to hear this story? Yeah. Okay, quick one. Okay, so this is what happened, you know. We, about how many of us? 14. Yeah, 14 of us. Yeah. So these are all the top ranking people in the company. IMD, RMD, whatever. Huh? And then you can see Matt Morris, the tall Angmo guy, right? Standing right in front, you see? In the middle, right? So he's our team leader, right? So we went there, we thought that it would be like a walk in the park, you know, like botanic gardens, right? Stroll around, see some flower and tree, right? Boy, were we wrong. Okay, so let's see what happened next. So this is the view where we see the mountain, okay? So we have to go through 4 different terrain, right? Yeah, what kind of terrain was that, do you remember?
Of course, the rainforest one is dense, you know, all the greeneries and everything. And then after we went up, it's slightly getting lesser. I don't know what is it called anyway, but it's just less. Okay. And after I go up again, even lesser. Oh no, but this lesser, the plants is all different. It's like you enter Jurassic Park. Yeah. All the leaves, all very big ones.
It's volcano land. Volcano.
And then the final level, no more plant.
Yeah. So you see the snow, right? Snow cap. So the difference in temperature can be from 30 plus degrees at the bottom to negative 21 degrees Celsius on top. So we are going through 4 different weather zones, from summer to spring to winter, right? Okay, until freezing, right? So next, yeah. So this is view from the top. Do you like it? Wow, it's like from paradise, right? Okay, but not paradise, I assure you. Okay, next. Next, yeah. So we went up to about close to 4,000 meters up, and you know after 4,000 meters you will lose oxygen. So you start getting what we call what? Altitude sickness, right? Yeah, but this guy, James, he's always the first person walking in front of all the Americans, you know? And he walks so fast, everybody's thinking, what is James eating, man? We are all almost like gonna die already, you know? But he's like walking so fast. What did you eat that day? So he, and then he listened to his iPod, his music, and just until we cannot see him, you know? We're all like half dead already, okay, at this point, right? Next. So this is the base camp that we stayed, okay? It's not 5-star. So this is an adventure dream trip, okay? Not a luxury. It's a 5-star view, that's correct, right? Okay, and the toilet is this small little hut right on top, you see? Okay, and it's just 3 holes in the ground. Okay, so yeah, I know James every morning has to go. Yeah, especially like this.
That's why I walk so fast, very light.
This system very good. Right, next. Okay, so you can see the snow cap. Right, can you see my winter wear? It's starting to get freezing cold already. Okay, next. And then what happened was we ascend the summit at midnight because they tell us, right, you cannot go up in the morning. Okay, if you go up in the morning and you see the height of the summit, right, you will piss in your pants. You will get so scared that you don't want to go up because it looks so difficult. So we have to go up in pitch darkness. Okay, so what happened was, James, can you tell the story? You guys went up ahead, yeah?
Yeah, basically, honestly, I must say that anyone who climbs this mountain, you know, we all know there's about 60% success rate. That means 40% will give up and go on. But in our case, 100% all go up to summit. Okay? I would say thank you, World Ventures, for the training. Our mindset off. Yes. When we are walking up, right, honestly, it was really pitch dark. But this one where Dennis here, he sees the ray of light coming out. I tell you, that is the happiest moment. It is like we suddenly see hope, you know. And then after that we said, oh, and I realized that it bring me back to like I see World Ventures, like I see hope like that. It's exactly the same feeling.
Yeah. And what happened was, right, I got so tired that I cannot walk at all already. So I was so slow, I was initially the first guy in front. So they are all following me. But I was too slow until the guide said, Dennis, you're too slow, you have to stop. All the rest of them have to go ahead without you. So you have to stay back, rest, and the 13 people have to go up without you. Can you imagine how I feel? I feel like shit, you know what I mean? Right? But only
honestly, that time we thought you couldn't make it, really.
Yeah, they thought I would give up. And
yeah, we thought that you couldn't make it. But you're going to talk about the story.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happened was, I had to rest there on the mountainside when they all went up. Okay? And I cannot walk. So it was so cold that I cannot walk. Okay? So the guy gave me chocolate, everything to my guide. He saved my life. Otherwise I would have died there and then. Okay? Seriously. So he stayed back, take care of me, and wait until I am able to warm up when the sunlight come up. Okay? So I had nothing to do for about 1 hour plus, at least, or 2 hours on there, sitting there at the side of the mountain, pitch darkness. So guess what? I asked the guy, do you like to travel? And he said, yeah, I so I started to talk to him about world venture. So yeah, he's very keen, right? Okay? Yeah, so very, very nice guy. So we had a good conversation. Then after that, I managed to stand up and carry on and walk again. Right, next. You should be where? Okay, this is a view that no money can buy. Right? Okay, it's really fantastic. Next. So finally, I reached the top of the mountain. You can see here it's 5,700 meters. Okay? And by the time I reached this top, right, I was half dead already. I was half dead, I cannot walk, my whole body is broken down, I feel like dying already, right? Then I talked to my guide, okay? And my guide said, congratulations, you made it, right? But there's still 1 more hour to walk. I said, what? This is not the top! They said, no, it's not the top, right? You still got 1 more hour, okay? But this 1 hour is not going up, it's going straight. So don't worry, flat, right? Okay, so can you imagine I was going to give up already? Totally going to give up. Okay, next. So this is my guy. Can you see his lips? He's all chapped. Okay, because it's so cold and so dry, and no air. Right. So this guy saved my life. Next. So these 13 people went up to the summit. Can you see? I'm not inside this photo. Yeah, right? Okay, I'm the only one not inside this photo. Okay, can you see James? Where's James? In the middle, can you see the cute face? Mr. James Lee. So James, share with us what's the feeling of reaching the summit?
And actually, I must say that even the second point, it was that that moment whereby, in fact, the moment we see that, the point that Dennis showed at Stella Point, we all broke down. Everyone, all of us broke down. We hugged each other and all those stuff. And honestly, at that point, I must say that we don't even remember who stepped up first or whatever. It's like once you reach that top, that moment, it's like everybody is celebrating really. You don't even care, you don't even remember who actually reached there first. But the thing is, I would say all of us are so happy for each other, and being able to accomplish what we set out to do. Yeah.
Okay, right, next. Okay, so this is the view from the top. Is it nice? Wow, it's snow-capped, right? Next. So I walked up halfway, they all came back. And then they saw me, right? They were so shocked.
Yeah.
They thought I gave up. And we all broke down, hugged each other, and cried like babies, Next. Right, so this is me, James, and Subra, one of our Singapore friends, and Mr. Matt Morris. Okay, nice photo? Yes, okay, next. Next, please. Okay, so you see, this is me and James, right? Okay, I hug him and say, oh, I'm going to die already, I'm going to give up, I cannot. Right, then he say, come on, just a few more hours or whatever, right? And I was very touched because this man, he said, I already went up to the summit. I will walk with you to go up again. Wow. Right? So, I think we cry like girl, Okay, next. So this is us, okay? Very nice photo. Next. And we finally reached the summit. Wow. Okay, next. Okay, so this is me. Next. So I got so happy, right, take a lot of photo, after that I turn around and then I urine on the mountain. I say, what the beep? I did it, you know, right? Okay? Right, so this is a very interesting thing to do. Next, okay? Then my guy say, don't worry, it's not over yet, now you have to go down. Oh shit, man. So now we have to go down, and go down takes another 2 hours. Because going up is easy. You think going down, which one is easier? Going up. Going down is even tougher, right? Yeah. Okay, so James is like a bunny, like a Bugs Bunny. Oh, then I see him. Then I cannot walk. I'm like just, oh my god. Right, because my leg is all sore, my muscle is all gone already. You know, so I was slowly walking down step by step. Very, very tough. Next. Okay. You see, very long way. Next. And then finally we reach our base camp. Okay. So at base camp, what happened was the guy took my oxygen, and then he said, "Oh, your oxygen is too low, and I'm coughing a lot, like crazy coughing, right? So he said your oxygen is too low. I think you have altitude sickness. You need to evacuate down immediately." I said, "Okay, but I cannot walk already. How long to evacuate down?" He said, "You have to walk another 2 hours." Oh, I tell you, man, right? So James stayed on at this, he took a rest, and he slept. I had to evacuate straight down. Okay, next. So I cannot walk. So the African guy say, "Okay, you come, piggyback him down." And you know how much they make? They only make $10 for doing this a day. Okay, so do you think we're lucky, everybody? These people work so hard, carry me. I'm now almost 75 kilos. Okay, 75 kilos, he carry me down, and they tag team, okay? Then what happened? Halfway down, right, I said, "Are you sure you can make it?" He said, "Okay, no problem," right? Next. Then we saw on the roadside, we saw this cut on the roadside. Then I tapped his shoulder, I said, brother, look! And he said, "Wow, good!" I said, "Yes, good!" Right? Then they put me on this cut and push me down, right? Right? Hey, you think it's look more comfortable, right? Look at the next picture, next. I have to go through all this rock, you know. That means I'm lying down like this, and they're pushing like crazy, right? And they're not walking, they're running, you know. And I look like this on the pushcart, I look like this. Okay? For 2 hours, you know. And then we reach the camp, rest for 10 minutes, they say, "Okay, good, right? We are still another 2 hours to the hospital." So then I said, "Okay, good, you got car to take me to the hospital." They say, "No, you carry on with this one." So with 2 more hours through the forest on this thing, you know. Oh my god, right? So that whole day, that whole afternoon I was on this thing, and looking at the sky, and I'm just praying, I say, "Thank you God for not letting me die." And I can come back together with James, right, and help more people, save more people to financial freedom, right? Okay, can we thank World Ventures, everybody? Right? Okay. So we all make it back. 60% success rate, we did 100%. Okay? That's World Ventures, right? So if you have the right mindset, can you succeed in your life? Yes. Right? So what is the secret to success? Let's look at the last slide. Okay? The secret to success is what? Everybody read, what is it? Never give up. Because in World Ventures, how much does it cost to join as a member, James? $200-300, right? And then what's the monthly fee? $60 to $100 a month, right? So there's no failure in World Ventures. The only reason you fail is because you tell yourself that you cannot set aside $50 to $100 a month to change your life. The only reason you will fail is because you decide to quit. Understand? Because there's no product to buy, nothing to sell, there's no target to hit, no stress. You can take your whole life to do this and reach the top. And we will be there waiting for you at the top. Alright, everybody? Yes? Did you enjoy the presentation? Alright, can we give James, Maxie, everybody a big round of applause, please? Alright, good. Thank you very much, right? So that ends tonight's presentation. I said me and James will be outside at the counter. If you have our magazine, you want him to take photo with you, sign magazine with you, whatever, will be outside, right? In the meantime, you can stay in this room. You can move the chair. So if you have